Ukraine will defend itself by attacking Russian warehouses and bases. The world recognizes that we have the right to do so. Podolyak.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine will defend itself against Russian military aggression by any means, including attacks on Russian warehouses and bases. Details. Podolyak made it clear that the world recognizes that Ukraine has the right to do this, having defended itself for 64 days, fighting back against the Russian invaders. In particular, Podolyak referred to the words of U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. Quote from Podolyak. Blinken said that Ukraine must decide for itself whether to strike at Russian military facilities. Russia has attacked Ukraine and killed civilians. Ukraine will defend itself by any means, including attacks on warehouses and bases of the Russian murderers. The world recognizes this right.
This post received a score of 76,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Only bullies think that their victim doesn't have the right to defend themselves.
It always amazes me how many rules the Russians seem to have for how the Ukrainians should defend themselves. Usually, it translates to, I can do it, but you can't.
It's because Russia didn't expect Ukraine to be able to do this. They didn't include these losses in their plans.
Ukraine has been preparing for this for quite a while. Pretty foolish of Russia to assume they weren't ready for an onslaught. Not to mention Russia wasn't even fully prepared to go in. I mean, the Ukrainians took down street signs and it confused the fuck out of Russia's front lines because they didn't know where to go.
Dug trenches at Chernobyl. Digging trenches in Chernobyl may have revealed more about the current Russian lack of situational awareness than anything else. How ignorant must a military be to ignore radioactivity signs? True, the Soviet Union lied to the world about the Chernobyl disaster when it occurred. But what does it say that today's Russian troops and the command structure were so foolish? Is the Putin bullshit so deep it covers over one of the world's major disasters? I cannot but feel sorry for the soldiers with so little education that they slept in and inhaled radioactive dirt. FCK Putin the psychopath.
Greater than Chernobyl was gonna correct you, then I remembered that's the correct Ukrainian transliteration.
Vladimir versus Volodymyr, Russia versus Ukraine.
People who pick fights never consider the possibility that they'll get punched in the face.
The Nazis entered this war under the rather childish delusion that they were going to bomb everyone else, and nobody was going to bomb them. Arthur Travers Harris.
They sowed the wind, and now they shall reap the whirlwind. Arthur Bomber Harris. Interesting fact, Bomber Command became so notorious for the firebombing of German cities, they were the only unit in the entire Breach Armed Forces to never receive official recognition for their work. Their fatality rate was one of the highest in the entire war for several years. Edit. As U. Moore C6355 pointed out, it was the entirety of Bomber Command, so I'm changing squadron.
Reminds me of a line from a Japanese song about Okinawa. The Dago flower has blossomed and it has called the wind. The storm has arrived. Edit. The song is called Shimauta, Island Song. Here is a link to my favorite version by the original band.
Haunting. Funny, when Russia says they were attacked, they will retaliate.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.